So yeah, Simone Weil, in her book, The Need for Roots, detailed 14 needs of the soul. Two of which I want to talk about, which is order and liberty, which on the face of it kind of sound like opposing ideas, but that was the whole point of her argument, is that you need a bit of both in order to have a healthy, thriving society. Liberty, I think, is a pretty easy thing to understand, right? We like freedom. Freedom to do what we want to do, what we desire, and the ability to act on that is good, but, so I'm just running across the road, you can also have that in excess, right? Imagine if you just plop yourself on an island with, you know, all the resources, whether it's food, water, wood, or whatever, but, you know, no goals, no purpose, nothing to do, you probably wouldn't be that happy either, right? So yeah, I think that's an easy concept to tackle, but the idea of order is much more challenging, right? What does order look like that's beneficial for everyone, especially when you have a, you know, huge country with everyone with their own individual psychological and physical and spiritual needs, right? And that comes back to her idea of rootedness, which is our common shared set of customs and values and traditions that bind society, so you have the same shared expected outcome of what a good society looks like. And I think that's the thing we're really losing as probably as a country. It's probably a common problem. You know, there's probably a few reasons for it. We don't really have a religion that binds us as a country anymore. I mean, I'm not a religious person, so I'm not saying that we necessarily should, but we don't, and that was a very simple way of enacting a common set of values. I think the advent of sort of online social medias and the like are causing people to get their information from such widely different sources. And fuck knows, there's probably a load of other reasons. I'm no expert, but I think it's a really interesting topic, and I think this idea of rootedness is something that we should be aspiring towards. And maybe I'll talk a little bit more on how to get there, if I can think of any ideas.